You're tuned into the most informative, in-depth channel for lottery information and strategies. Lottery facts and tips all the time. Get the edge, stay informed. Logic Hits, Lottery Players Information Channel.
Back with another update video. I know I've been off for a little bit. I hope you guys have been keeping up on your own until I got back to you, but it's with good reason. And just like my beginning videos, I included this in the videos that I'm going to be doing going forward, so that you'll be able to understand how these numbers are coming up, and you can get creative and work them out for yourself. Like, let's say for instance here in Louisiana, we go by the hot and cold numbers here, and also what I've included now is that, like, the first two numbers, like here, 7 and 7, 5 and 8, 7 times. 8 and 12 has been your first two totals. Alright, so let's just look at it. See, 8 and 12. Here's 8. So that's either 0 and 8 is going to be your first two numbers, or 8 and 0 like it is here. Here's another one that adds up to 8. And it keeps doing it. It's done it 7 times in the last 60 days. So that's pretty hot. And the next hottest is 9. That's been out 6 times. So these are the times that these numbers have been out, and these are the totals. So one time it's been a total of 18 in your first two numbers, and then your second two numbers, and then all three numbers as a whole. 13 has been out 7 times in 60 drawings, and so has 9, for a total of all 3 numbers when they're done. Alright, and that's how we're going to be doing every state going forward. That's why it's taking me so long to give me an update video. Alright, next we're going to move over to South Carolina midday. Looking at the medium, high. Last one, number 387 was the winner. So they like 8s in the front, or 7. Here we go here, 2 8s in a row. 8s. So South Carolina, you got to watch out for the 8s and the 7s in the front as your first number. Looking at the first two totals that go with it, 9 as your first two numbers have been out 10 times. 11 and 16 has been out 6 times. I'm going to go slow with this sort of until we get a hold of it and be able to understand it. Reading this is easier when I explain it to you this way. A total of 10 in your first two numbers have been out 5 times. And so is the numbers 8 and 12. The total of 8 and 12. Not numbers that you should be playing, it's the total. Okay, your back two numbers. All 3 numbers. Let's go to South Carolina even. Looking at your hot and colds and all that. When you see these blues in here, that means don't stray too far away from these. You can use numbers over here on this page. You don't have to go crazy over here. Let's look at your back number totals. 7 times is the hottest. 9 and 12 have been your totals on these back two numbers. I cover up this first number. Let's see the 3 and the 4. See how it's a 7, 3 and 4? I just cover that up. There are your back two totals. And then all totaled. Next, Mississippi. Back totals. I'm going to start moving a little faster there because you can pause the video. All totals. Next, we're going to go to North Carolina midday. Front two totals, 9 has been out 11 times. Back totals, all 3. North Carolina evening. Front totals have been out 9 times, the total of 10 for your first two numbers, if you're trying to hit straight. Other than that, it doesn't matter because you can flip-flop the numbers. But if you're trying to go for the bigger money, be aware that it could be a 9 or a 10 as your total with your first two numbers. Just like here, see how 5, 5 shows up here. Alright, let's look at your back totals. These are your back two numbers here, 6 and 7. I just covered up the 3 so you can understand what I'm talking about. All of them together. 8 times, the total of 17 has showed up. Next, Georgia midday. Front totals. And if you have any difficulties understanding, just look at my past videos and then you can pick it up, because we were doing this and looking at the heat map here, seeing where the codes don't usually show up. Like here, you don't see any code numbers in the last position here. Okay, so Georgia's not really using the code numbers. So in the third position, it's not using a 9, 4, 5, 6, or 0. That's what this is telling you. And these are the 2 coldest numbers of all of them. Then it starts warming up as it goes here. But this is telling me that none of these have been coming out in the third position. Alright, next we're going, we're not going anywhere yet until we see the back totals that's used in Georgia. See, this is even new to me. And then we're going to go all 9 times. 13 has been your final total in Georgia. 14. So 13 and 14 are pretty hot plays in Georgia if you want to have your totals. Then 4 times the numbers totaled up to 7, 10, 12, 21, and 18. Alright, next let's go over to Georgia evening. Georgia night will be next. Let's look at the back totals next. And we're going to look at all. Next, Georgia night. See, they like cold numbers in the middle here. And they spread out on the last number. Not too bad. But I don't see any cold all the way across. Do I see hot all the way across? Not really. Let's look at your back totals for Georgia night game. 10 times 8 has been the total of your back numbers. All 14 is the big boy here. And 13. All right. Next, we're going to go to Arkansas midday. Let's look at your back totals. And your total of all three. Next, Arkansas evening. Back total look. All. Next, we're going to go to Kentucky midday. Back total look. Wow. Low numbers is the only thing that can make it 4 here, and that's been out 9 times. So watch out for your low numbers on the back end. And all 3 totals, about the time it's all said and done, 16 has showed up 7 times in 60 days. Remember, this is a 60-day study. Next, we're going to go Kentucky evening. It's going to look like this in future videos. I'm going to start going. Let's go to Kentucky evening, and then go back total look, and then all, to speed these videos up. Okay, this is the first one I'm doing, so I'm going to go a little slower. All right, next we're going to go to Virginia. Back total look. All 3 numbers. 17 and 18 is real popular, I see. Next, New Mexico midday. See how long this line is? They've all been out 3 times. So if you just want to play all these totals, because one of these is going to drop down to 4. But the hot one is a total of 7. Let's look at the back totals. And all 3 have totaled 8 to 7 times. 6 times, 19, 12, and 18 has been out. Alright, next we're going to go New Mexico evening. Again, you can freeze it. Back total look. All numbers here. And by me doing this, this also gives you a chance to look at more of these. So, but I don't go back too far. It's not really necessary, but it's on you how you can develop your own stuff. You know, I'm just giving you something to work with here. Start your own thing. Heck, one day you might be better than me. Just let me know about it. Next, we're going to go to Tennessee morning. Back totals. And all 3. Next, Tennessee midday. Back total look. All 3. Next, we go on to Tennessee evening. Back totals. All 3. Texas morning. Check that. Heat map. Then we come back to the totals. Back total look. All three. Next, Texas day. Back totals. All three. Texas evening next. Back total. All three. Texas night. Back total look. All three numbers. So what this is telling you, if you plan a total and your numbers don't go past a total of 15, you're doing pretty good because 7 times it's been out. These numbers here only been out once. The totals of all three. 2, 16, 4, 23, 20, and 21. We're gonna go to Ohio midday. Back total look. All three. Ohio evening. Back total look. All three. Michigan midday. Back totals. All three. Michigan evening game. Back totals. All three. New Jersey midday. Back totals. And all three. New Jersey evening game. Back total. All three. Tri-State midday. Back total. All three. Tri-State evening. Back totals. All three. Pennsylvania midday. Back two totals. All three. Pennsylvania evening. Back two totals. So let's look at this real quick here. So 5 and 6 was the totals 7 times. Let's see if I see any of that in the back. Here's 6. Here's that 5 and 1. Here's 5, 4 and 1, 6. Okay, so this is how you read this. And all three totals. Once you get all three numbers, it's been 14 7 times. Indiana, Iowa, midday. Back total. And all three. Indiana, Iowa evening game. So yeah, these are suggestions. So if you want hot numbers, you know, 9 here in the evening in Indiana, Iowa. So numbers that come out like 5 and 4, 4 and 5, 0 and 9, 9, 0. They are good starts here. Alright, so your back totals. And all 3. Next we're going to go to Florida midday. Back totals. All 3. Florida evening. Back totals. All 3 numbers. Once it is said and done, it's been a total of 14, 7 times in 60 drawings, followed by 17. So looks like they're using pretty high numbers. So let's see here. See, started off with high numbers here. This was a nice little total here. Next, we're going to Illinois midday. All right, first 2 numbers have been adding up to 12 a lot. Look at that, just showing it right here. Wasn't too long ago. All right, let's look at your back totals. And all 3. We got you covered on the nighttime side too in Illinois. Let's go. Let's look at your back totals. And all 3. Delaware. Midday. Back totals. All 3. Delaware evening. Back totals. All 3. Missouri midday. Back totals. All 3. Missouri evening game. Back totals. All 3 numbers. Let's go to Nebraska. Back totals. And all 3. Virginia midday. Back total. All 3. Virginia evening. Remember, once again, if this is your game, you can pause it and stop it and study it. Here's your back totals for Virginia evening game. And all 3. DC midday. Back totals. All 3 totaled. Once it's said and done. Wow. 9 has been out 8 times. but behind it is 17 and 15. Okay. Let's go to DC at night, the evening game. Back totals. All three. Go to Connecticut, midday. Back totals. All three. Connecticut evening. Back totals. All three. Wow. Let's go to Kansas, midday. Yeah, in the future I'm just going to start jumping right to it, but I'm going to slow down on this one because it's the first one. Alright, so I'm just going to jump to it and then go back totals, and then we're going to go all three. Okay, so that's Kansas midday. Again, back totals, and all three. Kansas evening. So just to let you know how to read this again. So this is telling me 7 times the total in the front two numbers have been 7, 9, 8, and 11, and it's tied. They're just tied here. They all have been out the same amount of times. Let's look at the back totals. And all three. Next, got Wisconsin midday. Wow. I don't like it. Oh, cold numbers here in the middle. That should help you out with your totals also. Just don't use no cold numbers here in the middle. So it's telling me here there's no 4, 1, 2, 3, or 6 in the middle. Is that what you're trying to say? And if it is, it's not happening much. I did see one here, and that's a medium number for some reason, but that's the second coldest number though, but it's definitely not coming from over here. I'd have to look at that a little bit closer though. Alright, here we go with your back totals, and all three. Wisconsin evening game. Back totals. All three. New York, midday. Back totals. All three. New York evening. Back totals. All three. Washington. Here are your back totals in Washington. All three. Colorado midday. $13 has been out 7 times. Let's see here. And yeah, don't sleep on these cold numbers here in Colorado. But next we're going to go to Colorado evening. No, we're not. We're going back because I got to look at your back and your totals for the midday. Here's your back 2 totals. My fault. And all 3 totals. Didn't mean to slight you there, Colorado. All right, Colorado evening. See, this is why I'm supposed to be moving on. So that won't happen. I can just hit this and then go, here's your back total, here's your all 3 total, and then move on to the next one, like we're gonna do now, which is Idaho. Midday. Back totals, all 3. Idaho evening. Back totals, all 3. See, that's how I'm gonna be doing in the future videos. California midday. Back totals, all 3. California evening. Back totals, all 3. And last but not least, Oklahoma evening. Back totals, that's it, and that's all for this video. Hope this video has gotten you closer to that big win. So I'm out, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah, come on. Time to win big, this you gotta see. Gotta subscribe to Logic Hits Lottery. Ain't a better option, we gon' make you come back. Giving you the best lottery tips and facts. Even if you a beginner, you never know, next time you could be a winner. You gotta get your tickets now, gotta find out, don't miss. And gotta stay tuned in to Logic Hits. Hey, I'm talking Logic Hits Lottery. Giving you lottery tips, you gotta see. Hey, I'm talking Logic Hits Lottery. It's time to be a winner, grab a ticket and just follow me. Nothing like this, now it's time to get hyped. Got me feeling like Vegas, I just wanna roll the dice. I got all my friends on, it's so lit. Keep going, cause you never know when you can win big. Hey, you want the inside scoop, tricks of the trade? Stay tuned, cause you don't wanna miss a thing. Got you playing like a pro, you know how it goes. Logic Hits steady serving all the info. Hey, I'm talking Logic Hits Lottery. Giving advice and tips, you gotta see. Yeah, I'm talking Logic Hits Lottery. It's time to be a winner, grab a ticket and just follow me. Yeah.
Hey, yo, man, why you stopping? That was funky.
I catch my breath.
All right, you got it?
Yeah.
Kick it.
Hey, yeah, let's go. We about to turn it up with this one. Got some incredible news, really it's a big one. Logic Hits Lottery, trust that you don't wanna miss. Anybody can have the chance to win big. So whether you're playing or even if you were studying, it's incredible, unforgettable, you will be loving it. Big money, time to win some. No need to hesitate, come join this discussion. Yeah. Logic Hits Lottery. Big money, win big, follow me to Logic Hits Lottery. Join in, right now you gotta see. Logic Hits Lottery. Big money, win big, follow me to Logic Hits Lottery. Join in, right now you gotta see. Hey, grab a ticket, I hope you ready to go. It don't matter if you a beginner or you a pro. We giving you everything you need to know. Time to start making some money and start stacking your dough. This is what I like, because the vibe right. Keep on playing until I'm living the high life. Telling all my friends to join with me. One of a kind, Logic Hits Lottery. Logic Hits Lottery. Big money, win big, follow me to Logic Hits Lottery. Join in, right now you gotta see. Logic Hits Lottery. Big money, win big, follow me to Logic Hits Lottery. Join in, right now you gotta see. Hey, win big, time to win big. Logic Hits Lottery, let's go. Hey, win big, time to win big.